Hello, my darlings. So, as promised, I'm gonna give you today my current favorite Arabian fragrances for summer. Some of them are all year-round fragrances, but I've been using them very, very frequently as of lately. So, let's start. Now, I'm gonna firstly start with my favorite mango at the moment. I have a lot of mango fragrances that I adore, but when it comes to this price point from Arabian brand, this honestly dethroned ARABIAN Dubai portrait for me. It really did. And that is Tropical Kiss from French Avenue, which is Fragrance World. So this is how it looks. And I paid quite a bit for it, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely more expensive than Lattafa ARABIAN, that's for sure. But this is a perfect note-wise, scent-wise, longevity. Wow. This is a perfect dupe for Stéphane Umbeluca Soleil de Jeddah. As much as ARABIAN has its own dry down, it kind of differs in the dry down between Stéphane Umbeluca. Also is a bit more citrusy at the top. So it's kind of a mix between more than one fragrance. This is like straight up Stéphane Umbeluca Soleil de Jeddah. So in here you have chamomile and orange blossom and mango, just like in the OG. Then you have coconut, ylang and orris. And in the base you've got amber, benzoin and vanilla. And this is pretty much the note structure of Stéphane as well. So this is very, very nice. And I wear it a lot. It's super juicy, super zesty, but it has some depth as well. Very long lasting. I get at least 9 hours with moderate plus projection. So this one is a banger when it comes to all my mango scents. This is definitely one that's at the top of my list. So try it if you haven't already. I know it's not very, very widely available, but if you can get it, then try it. So that's mango. By the way, I'm wearing my new earrings from She Said Yes, and how gorgeous are they? I'm wearing them differently on each ear. So as you can see, this shooting star here is just hanging with this one together. And here I have the same pair of earrings here, but this shooting star I put like across my ear into the center, and I feel like they look absolutely amazing. Don't you agree? Like their earrings and rings, bombs, absolute bombshells. So I highly recommend checking the website out. I do have some coupon code that you can use, so if you are interested in what I am wearing in my ears pretty much all the time is usually She Said Yes at this point, with some additional pieces that I received from my boyfriend and stuff. I really mix and match my piercings because I have 3 holes in each ear, but most of the time I'm wearing She Said Yes, just so you know. All right, we are moving on from the mango. Now I quickly want to mention Hibiscus Magic from Fragrance World again. This is 1-to-1 dupe for Hibiscus Mahajad. I just made a video about Hibiscus Mahajad dupe, so check it out if you are interested. But this one is definitely the most like 1-to-1. It just doesn't last as long as the original, of course. With this one though, I get very decent 8 hours, maybe 7 to 8 with moderate projection, but it's still a compliment getter and it's still 1-to-1. So if you want a good, very good actually, Hibiscus Mahajad dupe without the actual hibiscus, always makes me laugh, but okay, then check this one out. And this one has pretty much the same notes as the OG, again without the actual hibiscus, but it smells the same. So try it. I wear it quite often. So yeah, I really do like it. I think it's a solid one. The next one that I have is something super fruity and fresh, almost leaning juvenile, but very nice and easy to wear. This is Khair Fusion from Paris Corner, and this is, of course, a dupe for Kayali Lychee, Sparkling Lychee. This one, though, is more long-lasting, to be honest, and also projects better while being very, very similar. So here you have lychee, red apple, black currant, and lemon. Then you have some pansy, Thai rose, jasmine zambak, and in the base you've got 2 types of vanilla, or double dose of vanilla rather, cedar, sandalwood, and musk. So yeah, this is very, very similar to Sparkling Lychee. Also, some people compare it to another Kayali, which is Eden Apple. But for me, it's like straight up Sparkling Lychee one. And again, super fun, super fruity, very girly, very easy to wear. If you like sweet, fruity fragrances, then you will love this. Is a juvenile a little bit, but I still really enjoy it. What can I say? For like a summer hot day, it's perfect. So that's Khair Fusion. Next one, definitely not juvenile. I have Mayar Natural Intense from Lattafa, and this is a combination of fig, melon, coconut water, lotus, and water lily, so like aquatic florals that are very, very beautiful. And in the base you have ambroxan, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. And this one definitely leans fig, but because of the high dose of melon and coconut water, it's not too green. It is a little bit green, but not too sharp. So I really like it. To me, it's a solid release from Lattafa. I wouldn't say it reminds me of anything in particular. I think there is just their own DNA, its own release that's very, very nicely done. Very long lasting, good performance. Honestly, things that people compare this to is no, like nothing compares to it really. So if you like watery, I mean aquatic, by watery I mean aquatic fragrances that have some dose of floral, but these florals are still very aquatic, with some melon that's also quite aquatic, and quite a heavy dose of fig and sandalwood and coconut water, then you will definitely like it. But do remember that it leans quite green. It's not annoying or anything. I think it's a great fragrance, especially for summer. But the fig is quite green here. But I do really, really like it, and I enjoy wearing it when there's a heat wave. So that's that. The next one, I don't know why I don't talk about it more often, because it's so nice and it's such a good combination between Armani My Way and maybe a little bit of L'Interdit from Givenchy. Kind of that vibe, you know, that fruity, tuberosy, citrusy vibe. But this one is done so nicely. Having this, I would never get Armani, okay? And that is Afan 9 a.m. Parfum. And this is mandarin orange and grapefruit and bergamot. As you probably know, My Way has quite a heavy dose of bergamot. But then we have raspberry and blackcurrant, so it gets more fruity, more sweet. But these fruits are also quite sour, so it's not it's sweet, but it's also sour at the same time. I hope I make sense. And then we have musk, amber, and orange. And it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so wearable for every day. It's just perfect. I think my nozzle broke. Yeah, see, like it's not, I think it fell and it's not doing its thing. So I need to fix it. But it actually fell when I was using it on the floor. I dropped it. And now I see there's like a dent in the metal. But yeah, I'll fix it, or make my boyfriend fix it. Solid fragrance. It's been around for a long time, but don't sleep on it. If you like fragrances that resemble Armani My Way or Givenchy L'Interdit, but this one is fruitier, then check it out. So yeah, just really good one. All right, speaking of sweet and fruity, I love this, and I will never ever go back to Barbiha. This one is so much better. This is Meson Asar Red Velvet, and this is strawberry, orange, and red fruits. Then you have violet, orris, and jasmine, and in the base you have oak moss, vanilla, and musk. And to me, as I said many times before, this to me is a combination between the original EDP Barbary Hair and Barbary Hair Elixir. This one is done so much smoother though. It's, for me, way less artificial than Barbary Hair, and you still get that same vibe, but it's just more creamy and more enveloping. I really love this. And the orange here makes it also perfect for summer because you have that fresher blast as well. So yeah, Red Velvet is so nice, and it lasts forever. I get solid 8 to 9 hours on my skin, on my clothes even longer. So yeah, Red Velvet, it's super good. I know they have more in these bottles, so probably maybe I should check them out. But let me just put it nicely. Okay, there you go. Red Velvet is 10 out of 10 for me when it comes to the genre. All right, since I've done the Lena dupes recently, of course, because of that, I started using one of them. And I've been using, because it's been quite hot, I wanted like a citrusy vibe of the Lena, and I've been using Zimaya Fatima. And this is so nice. This is so nice. It still has that the Lena vibe, definitely. But it's infused with grapefruit and bergamot, but you still get that nutmeg and rhubarb and rose and vanilla in the base. So it's quite similar to the Lena, but it has its own vibe, if you get what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I really love it. It's just more zesty, more citrusy. If you love grapefruit, then you will love this. This is pretty much just a citrusy version of the Lena. It's more like, you know, more appropriate for summer if you find the Lena a little bit heavy. So yeah, Fatima, this is not velvet, no, this is the normal Fatima Extrait de Parfum. So this is how it looks. I really like it. This is not like one-to-one the Lena dupe. Again, it has its own vibe. It's way more zesty, more citrusy. It's not as it's actually not as sensual, you know, but still same genre, same vibe. So I hope you check it out and tell me if you like it, because I really do. Alrighty, next I have the discovery of the last 6 months, truly. This is Fragrance World Hanan, and this is phenomenal. Here we have guava, passion fruit, banana, and blackcurrant. Then you have rose, some spices, jasmine, and raspberry, and in the base you have cedar and musk, and this is phenomenal. It runs quite green. It's a tropical fruity fragrance, but it runs quite green. It's not too sweet. I think it's one of a kind. I think you will fall in love with it when you smell it. It's really unlike anything I have in my collection, honestly. Yeah, it has that tangy zest. It's almost like champagne-y, you know? But there's also that spice running through it, kind of like pink pepper or normal pepper, not too sure. And you also get that banana and guava and passion fruit, so everything is quite tangy, quite zesty. It's not too sweet of a fragrance, but it's still very fruity and very tropical. And it lasts forever as well. So Hanan is definitely one of my favorites and biggest discoveries of this year when it comes to Arabian brands. I'm really, really, really in love with it. So check it out. Very, very good performance and very low price. So that's Hanan. The next one, I really hate the bottle, but I love the smell, and I was very hesitant to even review it because I thought I would trash it, and I did actually trash the bottle, I admit, but the scent is amazing. If you love fragrances like Gris Charnel, trust me, with hand on my heart, this is 100 times better. This is truly 100 times better than Gris Charnel. This is the DNA taken, but done so much better, done to perfection. I cannot. Still hate the bottle though, like with passion. This is Lattafa Niche Emarati Antique, and I cannot handle this bottle, guys. Like it looks like I can't. I just don't like such bottles. You guys know, like I like more of simple bottles, or like pinky bottles. That's it. Like this, the next one I'm gonna share with you is the most extra I can go. The rest, stuff like that, I really don't like, especially if it leans vintage. I'm not a fan, but the scent is to die for. So again, it's very similar to Gris Charnel, but it's better. You have cardamom, just like in Gris. You have fig, just like in Gris. But then you have coconut and milk. Then you have black tea, just like in Gris Charnel. Then you have iris, vetiver, and jasmine. And then you have amber, sandalwood, tonka bean, caramel, and musk. So not only it's sweeter, not only it's nuttier, because you're not only getting that coconut water kind of a feeling, you get the whole coconut, you get that nutty feeling. It's and the iris, this is explosion of iris. This is truly amazing. This is an all year round fragrance, but I still do wear it at the moment, especially when it's more like rainy, because you know there's some tea here, there's cardamom, there's milk, so it is quite cozy. But because of the coconut and the iris, oh my gosh, guys, the iris here, guys, it's so much more prominent compared to Gris Charnel. And then it ends up with the best thing they could have done. They amped up the sweetness thanks to the caramel and tonka. So thank you very much. Even though the bottle is terrible, the smell is 11 out of 10. Truly 11 out of 10. I absolutely love it. You guys see me smiling when I talk about it. Like, I feel bad because of the presentation got trashed by me, but the scent is incredible. Incredible. Like, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. You just have to try it. And trust me, you will love it. Okay, next one is Bayn Asrar from Paris Corner, and this is supposed to be a dupe for none other but Guidance, and it's not. It's truly not. This has the same notes as Guidance, but in my opinion, completely different proportions. This one is way more aquatic, actually. It's way more aquatic, airy, it's more zesty. It's definitely less beast mode, and I know that in many cases it might be a bad thing, but for some people Guidance is actually too of a beast mode, too much of a beast mode. So if you want something more delicate, then I would suggest checking this out, but this is not 100% dupe whatsoever. It has a vibe, but it doesn't. You get what I'm saying? It's like you get some whiffs of what you get in Guidance, but at the same time, to me, it's a completely different fragrance, to be honest. It just has the same notes. It's very nice. I get a lot of hazelnut here. I get a lot of that airy saffron. I also get quite a bit of pear and a little bit of rose. So there are many similarities, but as I said many times, I reviewed this many times, it's not a dupe for guidance, and I much prefer the original to this. But for every day, I do wear it. Okay, for every day when it's hot, I also guys, I honestly, since I have so many perfumes, I want to use them all, and I don't want to use that one super expensive fragrance, which is guidance, for any occasion. So when I feel like I want to wear guidance, I more likely reach for this, just to not use guidance up. And since it's summer, this is more airy and delicate. It's a perfect situation, right? So yeah, it's good, but it's not a dupe. It's, for me, a standalone fragrance, but I still use it. I still do use it, as you can see. So yeah. I have only two more. One is new, one is not that new. The first one is from Khadlaj, and this is Opera Rose L'Or from La Fête collection. And when I got it, I told you straight away that I really, really love it. So in here we have raspberry, lychee, pear, and then we have some rose and cedar wood and fruit sugar. And then in the base we have vanilla, patchouli, and musk. So this is like a fruity, rosy, perfect for summer fragrance. Absolutely beautiful. It's sweet, it's opulent, but it's everyday friendly. I really, really love it. No, it doesn't smell like Delina. Maybe it is still within that, you know, rose or lychee genre, but it really does stay away from Delina specific DNA. It actually goes in a different direction. It definitely goes more like raspberry and rose and pear. Lychee is not that prominent comparing to other notes in here. I definitely get some of that patchouli in the base, but it's a nice patchouli. It's like a nice, clean, warm patchouli. And I get a lot of rose as well. And the cedar wood, it definitely is woody leaning. So in general, it's a beautiful, feminine, rose-oriented fragrance with many fruity aspects. It is all in all, it's a beautiful, feminine, rose-oriented fragrance. It's a woody rose with gorgeous raspberry facets. From all the fruits that are listed, I mainly get raspberry. So it's like a rose, raspberry, cedarwood, vanilla, patchouli. That's how I would describe it. So if you like rosy scents, but you want something very modern, contemporary, fruity leaning, with nice woody undertones, and a heavier base, then this one is very, very, very nice. Highly recommend. And last but definitely not least, something that I am truly in love with is Tuskin Marina from Paris Corner. And in Tuskin Marina, we have grapefruit, lily of the valley, and blackcurrant, according to Paris Corner website. So not very complex of a fragrance, obviously, but this one is so nice. It's so sparkling, it's so juicy. This one, if Khair Fusion feels too sweet and too juvenile for you, I would go with this instead. This one is way more like citrusy, less sweet, less juvenile, but still very summer appropriate, very tropical. You get a beautiful blast of grapefruit and blackcurrant together. So yeah, it smells like a beautiful, zesty tropical drink and very, very fruity. So yeah, summer in a bottle for sure. Again, they're great to mix together. They are great to mix with each other. But if you find this one to be too juvenile, too sweet for you, then I would get Tuskin Marina instead, because it's definitely more toned down on that juvenile, quote-unquote, sweetness. So yeah, this one I've been wearing a lot as well, and I've been very much enjoying it. And that is it for today, my darlings. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.